Hello, hola. Welcome to episode 10. We made it a double digits of poppy as
Uh,
shit. Blood cleat, pussy wall. Boop, boop. We're in the thing there. We got a good episode for y'all. A lot of shit happened. Funny enough, during the week, when you asked me, like, oh, we gonna talk about on the show this week, and I was like, damn, it's been a slow news week. And then
and all of a sudden,
shit just started
all
happening.
of a sudden,
So we gonna rock off. Did you watch the BT Awards this past weekend? Did you watch it?
no.
Damn, you saw anything?
I heard things.
Mm.
I heard things. I didn't see anything.
Mm.
I saw some social media posts talking about somebody forgot their lines, their words.
Oh yeah, Patty. So for those of you who don't know, over the weekend, the BT Awards, they had a tribute for the late great Tina Turner, and Patti LaBelle was tasked to do the tribute. And during the tribute, she with a nice little rhythm to it, she said, "Oh, I forgot the line, y'all." Yo. So and then people was good.
Patty is 70 plus. She could forget the lines to somebody else's song. It's all right. She it's okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I thought it was funny when I saw it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. People were like, "Oh, you wouldn't want." One of the comments out the little shade room comments. I'd be in the shade room comments. They was like, Miss Patty, you know you wouldn't want nobody doing that for your tribute. If you couldn't do it, just stay home.
I believe Tina Turner would definitely want Patty to do her tribute.
It didn't make no damn sense. I didn't think it was that deep. First of all, these songs is old.
And she's 70 plus
The
years old.
motherfuckers is old.
Yeah.
Everything about this is like, let me see, performances. I watched the whole shit.
Okay.
I like from the pre-show.
And you liked it.
Yeah, it was an entertaining show.
From past years. Compared to past years.
Of course. And I see people on social media saying like, oh, it wasn't good. I feel like the motherfuckers who say it wasn't good couldn't have been watching it. It was a good fucking. They probably was seeing clips or whatever.
It's probably older generation, like my generation.
No, it's my generation too.
Music. Oh yeah,
no, it's my generation too. I'm like, those people are probably just looking at clips and not liking the clips, but the entire show, it was entertaining as fuck.
How was the tribute to Takeoff?
It was good. It was.
That's
dope.
who passed away, right?
Yeah, I was. When first of all, BET thought they was slick. They made it look like it was about to go into commercial a little bit. You know, sometimes they'll go to commercial and then they'll play like a song in the background as they go to commercial. Mm-hmm. So it was the Takeoff, down, down, and then I saw two people and I said, no way. I'm like, it got to be like a hologram or some shit. And then Offset and fucking Quavo came out. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was shocked.
That's what's
up. It was dope. It was dope as fuck. I didn't see it coming.
It's good that they were able to put their differences aside to do this tribute to, their fallen band member.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. It was unexpected. I think it was the perfect platform. Like they chose the perfect place to do it. I like that. It was real good. Who else? Ice Spice performed. I liked Ice Spice performance a lot. I just want to put it out there. I feel like I'm rambling. Am I rambling?
No.
I am a member of the Spice Cabinet. I love me some Ice Spice.
That's what her fans are called. Spice Cabinet.
Spice Cabinet. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a member. So she did her hits, but what I thought was cool, she came out of like this, like they had like a bodega set up or whatever, and then come to find out they recycled that from Cardi B's performance a couple years ago. But what I thought was unique was she had a part where she like there was like a train sign. It was the 4-line Fordham. And I thought that was dope because that's like a hood or whatever. So it was dope. Doechii performed. Doechii, I didn't even know who the fuck Doechii was. Her performance was so good. She got that song and be like, what it is, what's up?
She's a TikTok sensation.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know who she was. She had the best performance. And I never even who else? Lil Uzi Vert performed. We're gonna talk about that.
Ice Spice. Let's go back to Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's like one of the most weirdest looking people I've ever seen.
Who, Ice Spice?
Like she looks like an alien to me. I'm not saying she's ugly. I mean, I don't prefer her look, but
she look like an alien.
She looks very
a cute
weird.
Alien. A cute alien.
She's a weird looking person.
I love me some Ice Spice.
That's cool.
I like her. I fuck with Ice Spice.
She kind of looks like she suffers from Down syndrome. Kind of.
Oh, I call her an autistic baddie.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
she's a spectrum baddie. She on the
Okay,
spectrum.
okay, okay.
BT Awards. They battled about okay, so we're gonna talk about what we really want to talk about. Let's get
Mm.
into what I really want to talk about. So a video came out. I saw it the next morning after of JT from the City Girls getting into an argument and throwing her phone at her boyfriend, Little Uzi Vert. The
Oh,
speculation is that it was because she was jealous over conversations had with Miss Isith Spiceth.
Isis of the spices.
Isis of the Spices. So, yeah. Uh, I want you to go first because I got a lot to say.
I don't really got much to
You
say.
don't got
I
much to
don't
say?
know these
It's
people.
all right. It's no. It's cool that you don't have nothing to say because I'm about to yuck it up.
Okay.
First of all, first things first. First things first.
I Papa.
First thing, double standard fucking alert, right? I don't see nobody talking about like domestic violence or talking about how, like, I feel like nobody was standing up for Little Uzi. And had it been reversed and Little Uzi Vert had thrown his phone at JT's face like that, I think the dialogue here would be a lot different, right? And I have to point that
Agreed.
out.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Second
But
of
you
all,
have to point out that also sometimes men give off the, vibe that they like the spiciness in they women.
yeah, but it's still not right.
Yeah.
It's still not right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. Don't fucking don't throw nothing at me. Don't put your fucking hands
You're
on
right.
me because you don't want me to put your like. Let's not even get into that. But what I do want to talk about is so when I first seen this, my first reaction to it was a lot of things. But then as I sat with it, I realized that this is a rollout. Lil Uzi is dropping his album on Friday.
Everything is cloud chasing.
Yeah, that was clearly a pub stunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing, right? Although it was a publicity stunt, I really don't think it was real. It will have some real implications on a lot of people and a lot of things, right? Because JT has influence, right? Almost everybody, a lot of people in my age bracket, they all want to be city girls. You know that they look up to those girls, right? And you don't think so?
No, I don't know.
Oh, so the first thing I thought was, wow, this is not a good look. You know what I mean? Like, and then people are gonna be thinking this shit is cute. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and people are gonna think like that reaction. It was too super fucking immature. It reminded me of like in high school when a girl see her boyfriend talking to somebody else like in in the fucking lunchroom.
Right.
It was very immature, and I don't know, man. I just
But if you think it's a setup, you think it's a setup. I think it's a setup.
yeah, but that's like I said, she has a lot of influence, so then people are gonna be thinking
Right.
that shit is cute. And another thing, right? I feel like we gotta end like the fucking. I'm fucking. My point is leaving my head. We gotta end like this toxic relationship, like normalizing this toxic relationship,
I
like jealousy
agree.
relationship type shit. I feel like once again, because of the influence she has, because of the way like the girls want to be her, the girlies. I feel like like having that like jealousy is gonna be like the cute thing to do. You know what I mean? In terms of like I always feel like I
I
always
feel
say
like it's
like
already
yeah,
considered the
and
cute
I feel
thing to
like
do.
like I hear girls say shit all the time like, oh, I don't want my
But I
nigga.
like the fact that they didn't include Ice Spice in the altercation, like
Yeah,
her trying to attack her, because
yeah,
that's a lot of times that's that's the trendy thing to do too, for the girls to attack the girl.
mm-hmm,
Like the girl doesn't have no
yeah,
loyalty towards you. Why are you attacking her? It's your
yeah,
man. Get your man.
yeah,
Because if your man didn't entertain her, then there would be nothing.
yeah. But what I was gonna say was, what was I talking about?
Wouldn't it too?
Oh yeah, what I was gonna say was my age bracket, like 25 through 30, right? They think that shit is cute, right? They have I've heard girls say shit like they'll say like if there's too much bitches in that area. I don't want my nigga over there. You feel me? And I feel like if you in a relationship, like a real life relationship, that shouldn't be an issue. You should trust that your nigga, like no matter how many, well not no matter how many, but you feel me? If there's gonna be a lot of girls, he's just gonna behave himself. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like there's this kind of like toxic dating culture of like, oh, like that jealousy, like going crazy. And you're right. I feel like men enable that shit too, so I get it. But I don't know. I just feel like that shit was promoting
Men
like
like
that.
to see women fight over them for some reason. They
Yeah.
like that. It's an ego.
Yeah.
thing, I guess.
All right, let's move on. The hoods. The hoods. You want to recap the situation?
Okay. Carlisha Hood was at the hot dog spot in Chicago. They say the South Side Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently she asked the crazy Jeremy Brown to give her some space. That's allegedly. I don't know if that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then then the altercation between them began. He was on some kind of, he must have been on drugs. I really believe he must have been on drugs. And he was on some kind of crazy, ridiculous rage and trying to control her, telling her she say one more word, he's gonna punch her in the face. And he said on his grandmama, and then Carlisha's son reintroduced him to his grandmama about 4 seconds later.
So, what's his name again?
The kid?
Nah.
The Jeremy.
Jeremy, right? So, to sum it up, Jeremy and Carlisha in the store, whatever argument they get into, he say, if you say one more word, I'm gonna knock you out. He start punching her. Then the son come, shoot him. That's the story, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the police arrest Carlisha and her son. And they hold both of them for 5 days until they drop the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the video evidence that proves that this man, first of all, they were saying that she told her son to come. She texted her son to come. She did not.
Mm-hmm.
She actually, in the video, told her son to get back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like what blew this maniac off the handle when she said go back in the car, because he thought she was talking to him for some reason. He was enraged by that, but she was actually talking to her son.
Mm-hmm.
So she did not ask her son to come and take this guy out. So why did they arrest her? So you get what I'm saying? Like they falsely arrested her.
They drop the charges for both of them?
They dropped the charges for both of them, but they originally charged her and they made her bail. A woman who was viciously assaulted, and she did not kill this man. They locked her up, gave her a $3 million bond. And that very same day that they let her ass out, she filed for a lawsuit, as she should.
Oh, she did?
Yes, because they should have never locked her up. Yes, they should have arrested her son. He pulled the trigger until they figure out what the situation is. But they should have never locked her up. She was the ultimate victim of the situation in this situation, because the man beat her and then her son had to kill him to protect her. So she's the ultimate victim in this, and they put her in jail. In Chicago, you need to pay for your stupidity and your incompetence.
How much do you think she's gonna get? How much do you think she should get?
I think she should get at least $15 million.
Oof, 15? And she have to take an ass whooping or nothing? That seems like a lot.
Because that's false imprisonment. That's to teach the state a lesson.
Yeah.
Don't do this or you have to pay.
Yeah, that whole situation is crazy. I want you to go into a little bit about the comments on TikTok that you were seeing and the arguments you were having people about the situation. Like,
there's this really weird sect of black men that hate black women for some reason. I think here's my assessment on this. The reason why they hate black women, I believe these are the sons of the addicted women of the 80s, and they hate their mamas because their mamas chose crack over them. And I get it. I understand. I'm not saying that you're a person that's not worthy of love or what have you. You had a trauma, and that was that crack era. That was a trauma. Even though my mama wasn't a crackhead, I seen everybody mamas around me turn into crackheads. And it was trauma.
And even as a crack fiend mama, So okay. And I want to address the motherfuckers who on the internet when we making fun of the what's his name, Jeremy?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny. He was a dad.
He was a dad. He was a person. He has a mother.
Man, fuck them kids.
He should have thought about those people before he
First of all,
before he tried to knock Carlicia's head off her shoulder.
There's an argument to be made that his daughters might be better off without him. Because who knows
Most definitely.
Who knows what they're seeing in the house? Exactly.
Like, he's an old abuser. And they say he's living that DL life, and that's why he's so angry.
Who said that?
Oh, yeah. There's a comment on TikTok say he was on something called Thirsty, and that he should show dick pics to people. Yeah.
Like, on some gay shit?
Down low, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
And that could, those down low, they be so mad at women because they can't be who they are.
Yeah.
So.
They want dick so bad. What else? I feel like, damn, I wish I knew how much time we have.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting dick. That it's their own internal issues with themselves that they're projecting onto. I don't want nobody to think that we're saying it's something wrong with wanting dick. It's nothing wrong with wanting dick if you're a man. If that's what you want, that's what you want. However,
men are like that.
When you project your insecurities onto women and abuse women because you don't want to be in this situation, that's the issue.
So they found that submarine. The Titan. Question. When we recorded the last episode, was the Titan missing?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So over since the last time we recorded, the Titan with five passengers, right? And the shit was controlled with a 2003 Xbox controller. It went missing. It was missing for 5 days. We had the little air countdown to see how much air they had, and turns out the shit blew up.
Yeah, imploded.
It imploded. First thing I want to talk about before we get to anything serious, did you see the fucking Rick Ross video?
No.
About the day when it became apparent that it imploded? This nigga gonna put out a video. He said, listen, I'm no seologist. He said, I'm no seologist, but why wasn't the submarine tethered? What the fuck is he talking about?
You had that 2 miles of tethering.
This nigga think they got 13 feet worth of tethering? And then, hear me out. Let's indulge this dickhead. Let's say they tethered the shit. It fucking imploded. What does that have to do with anything?
I guess you could pull it back and get the bodies. I don't know what his thinking is.
Yeah, that video was like...
It just goes to show that wealth is not an indication of intelligence.
Right.
Wealth is not an indication of intelligence.
That was another subject throughout the week where motherfuckers were trying to tell me shit wasn't funny. They hold on. They tried to tell me it could have been a member of my family on that boat. Mama. Impossible. You know everybody in my motherfucking family.
Impossibly. On both sides. It would never, and not just because they don't got the money, because if they had the money, they still wouldn't be on there.
But rest in peace to the people who lost their lives. Did you see the report? There was a report that came out that the
not Jeremy Brown. You could broil in agony.
I'm not sure who that is, but did you see
the guy who punched Carlicia and her son had to kill him, Jeremy Brown?
Oh no, I was saying RP to the boat niggas.
Oh yeah, RP. But I'm just saying I don't want them to think that Jeremy was included in that.
Fuck
he could broil in agony.
Fuck that nigga. Did you see that? One of the rich people that the nigga that brought his son on the fucking thing. Turns out he was telling his family he didn't want to go, and the only reason he did it was because Father's Day was coming up. He didn't want to upset his pops. That is crazy. That is crazy. And that just...
But yet, ACS workers and DFAC workers are knocking on poor people's door every day. But nobody thought to knock on this motherfucker door who forced his son to go 2 miles into the ocean to implode in a pill. Like this is what I'm saying, that it's crazy.
That's crazy. You transitioned
like,
that. How the fuck did you do that? What the fuck was he talking about? The fucking boat. Oh yeah, they were trying to tell me I can't. They were trying to tell me we can't laugh at the people. Like, I'm gonna laugh at whatever the fuck I want to laugh
I'm gonna
at.
laugh at what's funny.
And also
And
the
it don't have
fucking
to be funny to you.
about the kid and his father. Motherfuckers got to stand up to their parents, yo. I mean, especially if, when it comes to shit like that. Like, I love you, ma, but if I wasn't fucking with that, I would be like, ma, I'm not fucking with that. And I feel like there's a lot of cultures where it's like it's almost like disrespectful to speak your opinion.
That is true.
All the way through adulthood, you know. And it's like if you do speak your opinion, it's considered disrespect. So that sucks. That sucks that he didn't want to go, and look what happened. Also, I saw this cool fucking TikTok video, and it was like it was basically trying to explain how instant did they die, like and he did this little thingy, and the motherfuckers died like it was like milliseconds, like milliseconds.
Maybe
So it was literally
it's better than them.
Literally, they blinked their eye and they was not here no more.
All right, but it's better than them losing air, dying from losing oxygen.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
that would
way
be-
better.
That would be torturous. Yeah, that would be torturous.
You know what I said they'd be doing in those last moments?
Sucking dick.
Yeah.
What else we got? Drake, the boy, the best rapper in the game, better than Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Better than Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Drake dropped a book, a poetry book.
Richer than Kendrick Lamar.
And because he's better.
No.
Better.
No.
Better. Anyway, Drake dropped a book, a poetry book, and in the book he announces that an album is supposed to be coming with the book. Now, people are saying that he was originally supposed to drop last Friday, but because of his friendship with the incarcerated Young Thugger, he pushed his album back so that he could have that week alone.
Doesn't that Young Thugger, does he have a weird look too?
Yeah, he's a weird looking nigga.
He looks weird.
So he pushed the album back for Young Thug. Now I suspect that it's gonna drop 2 Fridays from now, so not this Friday coming up, but the Friday after that. Because I don't think he's gonna drop the same week as Uzi. Because I think him and Uzi are like, I don't think he would do that. I can't wait. What I would like to do, if you would indulge me, I would like to say how many songs I think is gonna be on the album, so I could come and look back at this.
Okay.
And the features on the album.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be around 15 to 17 songs. Right? Let me see. I wrote down the people who I thought was going to be featured. I think Ice Spice might be on that album. I think Lil Yachty. Drake seems to make music with people he's friends with. He seems to have a good friendship with him. I don't know if you know who Yeet is. Do you know who Yeet is? I think he's gonna be on the album. And my long shot, and the only reason I'm saying this is because he's beefing with Pusha T right now. So this would be a nice little way for him to, like, you know, whatever. Jim Jones. And he brought Jim Jones out at the Apollo show. He seems to have a good relationship with Jim Jones. But I think because Jim Jones and Pusha T are beefing right now, I think it would be nice if he gave him a verse on the album, maybe help him take a little jab there. Yeah, that's what I think the features are gonna be. We are moving on. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have anything to say about Drake? Are you you want to hear his album?
Mm-mm.
Are you gonna listen to it?
Probably not. Whatever make it to TikTok is probably what I'll hear.
Disappointing. Let's move on to your segment. Your baby. This one is your baby.
Oh, okay.
So we thought it would be cool to install a segment where we teach you guys how Black people type certain things on the internet. So go into a little bit more, and then we'll get into some.
And not just we wanted to teach you guys how to spell things the way Black people say it, like kind of like maybe some regional things, like I don't even know what you're talking about. How you spell that?
Well, before we spell it, what's the long version? What's the elongated version of own? What is it? What does it equal?
I don't.
So if you type in it, it will go ION.
ION. Okay.
Is that how you would type it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next one? It was the one that was OAN. Remember I said which one is that when I texted you?
ON. oh, and you told your mama that I was going to Ratchet City, but I was
Like
really
and.
and
You shorten it O-N?
Yeah, it's O-N.
I've never seen that before.
Oh.
You've seen it before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That must be an old people thing.
Maybe.
I think that's because I've noticed that there's some like internet slang that's like specific, that's like old people specific. Let me think. Go on. Let me see if I can go on.
And another, this is one that I heard in a song. It's not really an internet.
Oh, why would you say?
Why would you say?
Why would you say?
Why would you
Why the fuck
say?
would you say?
Why will you say?
Why would you say? So do you have? I think I did that one right.
Yeah. So you spell it.
Why
will you say?
WHAWUSHSAY. Why would you say?
Why will you say?
And
that's like that comes from Kentucky. You said the guy who says it.
Oh, Bryson Tiller.
He's from Kentucky.
I think he's from Kentucky. I never double checked it.
So we don't even know.
Look, let's improv a little bit. Let's do the sayings. Remember the shit you was saying? The sayings. Oh, we supposed to do it out. You want to just do it now? I think we should do it now.
Okay.
All right. So we also have another segment, right? And our original goal was to ask crackers outside with
non-black people
with a mic. What was it?
What do things that black people say mean? What does it really mean?
Oh yeah. So like one of them was dead ass.
Right, dead ass.
So what is dead ass? What is the like if it was in Webster, what would the definition of dead ass be?
Maybe like kind of like honesty or reality or like I dead ass went to the store at 1:00 in the morning.
See, I feel like the word that replaces dead ass is really. I really went to the store at X someone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the word. Or
I honestly went to.
Oh yeah, I honestly went to. But I feel like when you say like I dead ass went to the store, it's like I can't believe I really like. You know what I mean? I feel like it has more of that.
I think that it may have both. It's both a meaning of like I really did that, or I that is a real I kind of like it's like extra.
Yeah.
Like I really did that. Like I dead ass did that.
Yeah, you got it. You dead ass right. The other one was it's been a minute. Or
no. Not it's been a minute.
It's been a minute?
It was I don't know. Let's go to the next one.
The next one was
I didn't bring my book with me.
It was dead ass. It's been a minute. I can't remember the other one.
You better than me.
Oh, you better than me. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
So you better than me to me actually means you not better than me.
Exactly. Yeah, like you stupid.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
almost
think you
like
stupid.
Reverse. Like
like somebody telling you a story and you like you better than me.
It'd be like if
that
my,
means
if my
you a fucking fool.
Like if my friend was like, yeah, I was in the club with my girlfriend the other day and another nigga grabbed her titty and I thought it was okay. I'd be like, nigga, you better than me.
Exactly.
It had been some furniture moving in that motherfucker.
Also it was if you like it, I love it.
Oh yeah, let's do that one. If you like it, I love it. So that's when it's like when people say some shit like that, they say some shit like, oh,
you really don't like it, but if you like it, I love it. But I really don't love it.
But
you like it.
Yeah, you fuck with it. What else we got? We got the Ari Fletcher situation. You want to talk about that? Okay. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened. Can you tell me what happened?
Okay, so apparently I don't know who the baby daddy is. He's somebody famous. And he left it with somebody else famous who's his girlfriend now.
Taina.
And her girlfriend that he's with now was watching the baby.
Taina.
And Ari Fletcher said
the baby mama.
That her number was blocked. She couldn't contact her to find out about her baby. So what she did was she posted the lady's number on social media.
Okay.
And then she said that the reason why she did that, she felt like if you got her daughter, she should be able to contact you. And I totally agree. Now is what she did petty? I'm petty too. So yeah, I'm not gonna say Snap wasn't petty.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is, if you got somebody kid, they need to be able to contact you. You need to swallow your bullshit and unblock them so they can contact you.
I think this shit really falls on G-Herbo though. He gotta,
okay.
He gotta set his shit up better than that. First of all,
okay, yeah, you're right.
He know how his baby mother is. This is not the first public issue they had. 2, you have way too much money and resource to have an issue like this. You could pick up on Nanny on HeyNannyNanny.com in a second and just have the nanny be the contact between them. Even if Taina's really watching the baby, there's somebody else there to be like, okay, this is the point of contact because of whatever argument Taina and Ari had. I really think this is all his fault. He got if he's gonna leave town,
and it's also the girlfriend's fault for accepting the task that she knew that she couldn't perform rightfully because you know it's not right if the mother of the kid that you're watching can't contact. You got to know that's
but
wrong.
I'm putting that on G-Herbo. He got to say he has too much resources. It's too easy to avoid this.
But I get it, and I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But I also think that the girlfriend should have said, "I'm not going to stay with them because I don't want his mother call. I don't want him or her mother calling my phone."
Who do you think is more to blame though? Because I'm putting it more on him.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay, just making sure. You gotta. We spoke about the First Amendment shit on the first episode. You gotta clear that up. Give him a little small recap.
Okay, so Ja Morant got 25 game suspension, which I don't think he should have gotten any suspension. But Karan brought up the point of the guy who got suspended for saying
Myers Leonard. He got suspended for saying kike. I mean, shit.
We'll try and bleep that out.
Okay.
And you said, well, he got suspended, right? He got fired?
He got fired.
Okay, and you say, well, is that under the constitutional rights and for freedom of speech? And freedom of speech doesn't cover everything.
Like hate speech.
Right. It doesn't cover fighting words and like false declarations to create panic. So that's totally different. The reason why it's an issue with Ja Morant and his violation of his rights being violated is because a white person was pictured with a gun who got no punishment, and explain why now that a black person has been just not committing a crime, just being seen with a gun, just like the white guy. Why does he get 25 game suspension? That's why it's a violation of his constitutional right, because white people were able to do it with no trouble, with no problem. Mm-hmm. And now that a black person does the exact same thing, it's a problem. He wasn't committing a crime. He just was holding a gun. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even brandishing a gun, because brandishing a gun means you're pointing it, threatening. So he was holding a gun. And it's not fair to punish this guy for that. I don't care what nobody say. I'm very disappointed in the NBA.
They should put that on his tombstone when he died. Like, he was holding it.
Yeah, so that's why, you were able to. They were able to fire him, and it's not really violating his constitutional rights.
All right, sounds good. You addressed it. We have went through everything that we wanted to talk about. I think we still got something like 30 minutes because it's only 9:30 right now.
Okay.
Is there anything that you think we should talk about? And we could kind of riff here because I'll just like once we start talking about the topic, I'll just edit it out. Oh my god, I got so much editing
to do. Okay, well, we could talk further about the Carlisha Brown situation.
Okay.
Like, what do you think the people who are saying it's mostly black men who are saying she should have just shut up? That it's her fault that her son's life is ruined because she should have just shut up. Even though she wasn't being aggressive, she was just talking. I just can't believe that you got to say that a person can't just talk without getting punched out.
Here's what I will say. And I didn't mention this before, and I'll be able to put this in. I'm glad I remember this. The people who are saying that, the men who are saying that, the black men who are saying that are fucking cowards. right? That's what they are. And speaking of cowards, there's something I did not get to. Okay, the initial video that I saw of Carlisha, right? The second that dude punches her, there's this dude. He slides out of the fucking restaurant, and I'm sorry, but that has to be the most punk pussy bitch shit I've seen in my life. You could watch a woman get hit on
Like the way he hit it was so gruesome
and
too.
slide out as if it was just disgusting. I think that shit was super cowardice. I think that's the most pussy bitch shit I've seen in my life. And let me tell you something. And I don't even care if I fuck with you for real. If you think that that's okay, you can't. I can't rock with you. I can't, cause
And
that shit is ridiculous.
I'm taking note of the people who are saying that that this woman and her son should be in jail for what happened. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm taking note, and I know what kind of person you are, and I will never forget that because this is a test. This is a test. They said that Nat Turner had a rally before they did the massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he said to the black 300. They say 300 black men in the room, which is probably not true. This is probably exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "How many of y'all want to be free?"
Mm-hmm.
And everybody raised their hand. And how many of y'all are willing to die to be free? And 100 people in the back. This is just a story. Didn't raise their hand, and he told the other 200 people, "Look at those people who didn't raise their hand. Those are the people who we got to kill first.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people who we got to kill first."
Well, there you fucking have it.
I
Good cops.
like Bigfoot. I hear people talking about him.
I ain't never
I
seen
never
one.
seen
Damn, we went through all our shit quick.
one. What else can we talk about? Is there anything in the sports world to talk about?
Oh
The
yeah,
WNBA seems to be doing pretty great this
yeah.
season. Like really, the attendance. Like I'm looking in when I'm watching the games now. I'm looking at the audience, and it looks like it's packed.
I know you say that you don't think Angel Reese has anything to do with that, but I think I disagree. I think she's making the sport more popular as a whole. I think she is. I know she's not in the WNBA, but I think she's making it more popular.
Well, and maybe the white girl is too. What's the white girl name again?
What has she played against?
The one she won the championship against.
I think Caitlyn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, people are tuning in because of her too. That girl was not mad that Angel Reese made that symbol in her face. She was not mad, so I'm not mad at her either. So
Bring me, bring me, bring me.
So I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at Caitlyn. She was not mad at it. It was her ridiculous fans that was acting up. It wasn't her. So
That was pure. That whole shit was purely racially driven.
right.
Literally the week before Caitlyn had did it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody called that piece of shit. That shit was purely racially driven. It was blatantly
Definitely
racially driven.
classless.
Obviously, racially driven. But you know the games is. As funny enough, I had looked because the Liberty's doing well. I think the Liberty is like plus like they have a weird ass fucking odds versus the Field to win the championship this year. So Vegas got faith in them. And I looked. The tickets is cheap still. My dumb ass is thinking, okay, sometimes I see NBA floor seats, they be like 1,000. I'm thinking maybe the WNBA be like 100, 200. I would be dope to sit floor seat. Them shits is still $1,200. I thought the floor seats was gonna be cheap. They not, but yeah, definitely. I think the sport is getting a little bit more popular.
Yeah, definitely getting more popular. That's what's up. Okay, let me ask you. All right, what do you think about transgender in sports?
Oh, I don't think I don't think that it should be a thing. I don't think no matter how you feel, and I respect how you feel, and I respect your self image, but you were still born a man. Your body is still, you know what I mean. So I don't think you
I
should be able.
think there's
I
things
think
we
it's
gotta
unfair
work
for people
out.
to.
Like this, we do have to do things so that they can participate in sports as well. But we need, but the thing that we need to do doesn't need to be infringing on women's sports, because there's a reason why they separate men's and women's sports, and it doesn't have anything to do with being a man or woman. It has to be with your body, the way that your body is structured, and no matter what, you were still born.
And I tell you
And
what,
you are a woman. I'm not saying you're not a woman. I'm saying, but your body is still
I
of a
tell you what,
male.
and as long as Caitlyn Jenner say y'all can't, y'all can't.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate Caitlyn Jenner for what she's doing. Like, how could you? How could you be a gender traitor?
Oh, speaking of if sports draft, the NBA draft just passed.
Oh
Two
yeah,
twins got drafted 4 and 5 back to back.
that's
Asar
what's
and
up.
Amen.
Did the better one get drafted first?
I really don't pay attention
Oh,
to
okay.
because they didn't even play college. They played overseas.
Okay.
So I think overseas. Whatever the case may
And
be.
were there any surprises in the draft that you heard about?
No, everything kind of went according to plan. The NBA draft is always whack. The NFL draft is weird. So,
Yeah, because it's more.
they trade a lot. It's a lot more surprises. Draft. Anything. The Denver Nuggets won the championship. That was like a million years ago.
Yeah. Did you see the riot that their fans created outside of their stadium?
What fans?
The Denver Nuggets.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the bunch of white people tearing up their neighborhood.
Fuck it, it's a sport too. Money in the Bank, WWE pay-per-view this weekend.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh.
I thought that stuff came on Peacock now.
Yeah. What did I say?
Pay-per-view.
Oh, you're right. Premium live event. It used to be called pay-per-view. As a kid, they used to just call them pay-per-views. But they're premium live events. You're right. It's on Peacock. I'm excited for that. I've slowly but like gotten back into wrestling, and I've been in like a little denial about it. Like I used to be like, oh yeah, I only watch WrestleMania. And I'm like, I watch WrestleMania and
Yeah, I knew you was in
the
denial.
And I'm just like, damn, I really be fucking with wrestling. I don't watch it week to week. I only watch pay-per-views, but I do be into it. But I be more into not the matches itself, but the backstage drama. You feel me? Like
you like the soap
the
opera.
politics shit of it. Yeah.
Palace intrigue.
It'd be dope. Yeah, I think we pretty much done.
And I don't like what I don't like about wrestling is I feel like there's a lot of racism.
Yeah, but
in
it's
wrestling.
a lot of racism everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna, promote my racism. Like,
oh yeah, I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting my racism. So the next time we record, I'm realizing is in 2 weeks. It's my birthday weekend.
Okay.
So the next episode we record, I will be 27 years old.
And mommy might come.
Oh, yeah, Nana coming to birthday one? All right, so the next episode, my Nana will be here. That is going to be interesting. We're going to have a third mic. That's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say for your outro?
Yes. Broil in agony, Jeremy Brown. We do not care.
We will see you next time. Yeah, that's it. Happy 27th birthday to me. I'm saying it like 3 weeks ahead, but
there's a new Black Happy Birthday song. It's on TikTok. Put in Black Happy Birthday song, learn it, and we'll sing it together.